Hello and what is up guys, Jack here from Ezekiel Gaming HD, and this is episode 16 of the Dream Team series. We start off this episode by buying a brand new player called Craig Bellamy. I should not have bought him and you'll find out in just a second. But last episode we reached 200 likes fairly easily, so if we can do that again that would be absolutely fantastic. And now I'm going to explain why I shouldn't have bought Craig Bellamy. I actually won my last game of the last episode, which means I can only buy a non-rare silver player at best. So I'm going to punish myself later on in this episode, so I'm going to hold my hands up and say, sorry guys, I didn't mean to do that. It was a complete mistake. I must have misread something or just missed it completely, so apologies about that. But before we get into the first game, I'm just going to change around my team, make sure I've got the best players on the pitch, make sure I haven't got anyone on the bench that can't play. And then just want to say a quick shout out as well to the game keys. They sell cheap and reliable coins, and you can also buy PSN cards, Microsoft points and all that stuff from their website. All the links will be in the description. You can also use the discount code EZEK for an extra 5% off. So we go into our first game and we come up against this team. Even though it's a silver cup, I thought I actually made a mistake when I was searching. I thought, shit, did I just enter the bronze cup because he had a full bronze team? But it was the silver cup. For some reason he wanted to use his team. I don't know if that's just because he's got a rubbish team or is it just because that's his favourite players or something like that. Anyway, we do pretty well in this game. We start to get our winning streak back, well, our winning kind of form back with this silver team. But Frimponged getting through here into the box, fake shot, which is quite nice, and then shot straight into the back of the net, well, off the post kind of, so not exactly straight into the back of the net. Vidra getting through here, nice free ball there, went for the chip. I'm not sure if that was the right option looking back at it. I think it was a good save from the goalkeeper though. I've really got to get the hang of those chips because you always see me chipping in this series, but I only score like 50% of them. But I won that game 1-0. Frimpong saving the day there, my CDM with low fitness. So thank you, Frimpong. He actually does it again in this episode, but I'm don't want to ruin it really. Right, so after that game, you can see Frimpong has run out of contracts, and I decided it's about time I rest some part of my team by using these French players, because you guys have been suggesting to me, why don't I just use some of the French players I have to get my fitness back for my main silver players. So that's what I'm going to do. I actually put on my CDM Booby, that's his actual name, I know it's quite funny, and left back, I think he's like Momba or something like that. It's probably pronounced differently, but they're pretty decent together. And then I decided maybe I should do the right back and the other CDM as well. But I looked at the chemistry, it was just a little bit too low, and I said, you know what, I'll do the right back and the CDM next time if I feel like I should do, basically. So I'm going to get my fitness back on Frimpong and also my left back Olsen. Then we went into our second game, so this is the second round of the Silver Cup, and we come up against this team. So quite a big contrast between the last team and this team. His team here, you can see, is just so fast. You can see him break off there. This is his first chance, he hits the post, and I managed to clear the ball there. Here he goes on to the attack. This is Mayuka. Mayuka's a brilliant player in this game. He has been in the last FIFA as well. But 24th minute, it took 24 minutes for him to score, and then they just kept rolling in. So here I tackled him, and he just took a shot straight away. A little bit unfortunate the way that the ball kind of spilled out from that tackle, but I was 2-0 down, just going in before half-time. Gets a corner opportunity, and Zumba, which is actually a really good centre-back. I used him on FIFA 13 as well. And then it was to go 4-0 up. You see that goal there, 57th minute, brilliant long shot. I was a little bit gutted. I was getting kind of pissed off in this game because everything he did just seemed to go in. And as you can see there, Mayuka getting through. I think that's his weak foot. And I think if he actually shot with his strong foot, it probably wouldn't have gone in. The fact that it was his weak foot gave him that curve, and I just couldn't do much about it. Mayuka again, absolutely pacing off my centre-backs and getting through and scoring there. So I think, was that 6-0? It was 6-0, oh my god. Yeah, this is, I didn't play this game recently, it must have been a few days ago, I couldn't remember. But 6-0 gave me an absolute arse whooping there, so well done to you. I think he actually sent me a message after saying, is this the real Ezekiel Gaming or whatever, so he must be a viewer. So hello if you're watching. And then we went and bought a new player, guys. So this is my punishment. I lost that game, but I said to myself, I'm going to buy a non-rare player and treat it like I've just won that game. So that is my punishment. If you don't get it, leave it in the comment section. I'll try and reply to you to explain. But that new player is cool. Is a player from Chelsea. I don't know what it's called. It's like, I know it's roughly what it's called, but I don't want to pronounce it wrong. You guys can see him anyway, and he's actually really, really good. He doesn't cost a lot of coins. He's only like 900 coins. I think he's one of those players that people have looked at like this Ake, and they said, well, he's actually not very strong, or he's not that good. He's only 67 rated, or he's only 70 rated. but people don't use him. I would really recommend, if you're building a silver team, to get this CDM, because he's very strong. I'd say he's actually better than Frimponged, and possibly on a par with Anita, although Anita is just a little bit stronger and better all round. So definitely recommend him. You'll see how he does in these future episodes that I've got coming out. And then we go into this, or we re-enter the Silver Cup, and we come up against this team. I didn't quite see what that type of team was. It just flashed across my screen there, but you guys could probably tell me. It was a really decent team. Had quite a lot of chances in this game. I was kind of dominating in terms of the chances. He does get a couple, of course, but they were nothing that I actually expected to concede. Actually, this one here, this was a really nice ball. Went over to him. I think he panicked a little bit because I brought my keeper out, and he went for the chip shot, which that's kind of why I bring my keeper out, to stop, make people panic and just do the chip. Moving into the 56th minute, you can see nice bit of pass and play there. Putting through Frimponged. Instead of going for the near post OP, I went for a power shot across goal, and I made it 1-0 to myself. So I felt pretty confident now. I was getting another couple of opportunities before the game ended, but it did end at 1-0. So I've won both my games this episode 1-0. Both of them Frimponged scored. What a player. Thank you, Frimponged. So that is the end of this episode. If you enjoyed it, please remember to hit that like button. Every like does count, and I really appreciate the support. So thank you guys. I'm going to call it a day here, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Bye. I'm going to be using filters for nationality and league, and that's why it's going to be different. I'm never allowed to use the same formation or the same team, and that is part of the rules from the first episode. So hopefully that clears it up for you. I did leave a comment for that guy, so he's probably had it cleared up double now and whatever. But we're going to go into our first game. We're going to obviously build our squads, and you can see what I'm doing.